Good evening, everybody. I'm so excited for our masterclass tonight. Lovely to see you, Maria. Lovely to see you, Natalie. Lovely to see you, Candace. Lovely to see you. Hello, Mark. Hi, everyone. Hello, Hanley. So nice. As I say, I'm really excited for that. Elise, hello. Hello, whoever's with Elise. How are you? I'm curious who Mr. Green Office is. Hello, James. There's Office. Hello, Office. We're just waiting as we allow people in and joining. I hope everyone is well. You're welcome to say hi in the chat and tell us where you're from. Hello, Samar. Nice to see you. I'm just going to wait a few more minutes while people arrive in the room. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm Cindy Holmes. I'm the director of the School of Intuition and Healing. And tonight we're going to go on a journey into embodiment of unconditional love using the 4 gateway points to gain access to our bodies. And with the help of the archetype of Mary Magdalene, we are going to allow ourselves to surrender to unconditional love. So I'm really excited about that tonight. And Chené, who's a graduate of our healing course at the School of Intuition and Healing, is firm in rooting her knowledge through her studies of the body through physiotherapy. She's specialized in kinesiology, and Chené has a passion for liberating empowerment with women through embodiment, shadow work, intuitive healing. Her mission is to help you weave the life of your dreams. So that is our speaker for tonight. I'm going to hand over to Chené to introduce herself, to introduce the topic. Please, just a couple of things tonight. One is please ask questions in the chat throughout the talk. So if we need any clarity or you want to get more confirmation around anything, pop it in the chat and I will interrupt Chené and ask the question if we feel it's appropriate, and just do that through there. I'm also going to pop in the chat, if you are based in Cape Town, Chené is going to be doing an embodiment and energy management in Noordhoek on the 19th of October. And anybody who watches this tonight or gets the recording tomorrow can book with a 100 Rand discount. So I'm going to pop that in the chat. You just need to use embodiment 100, and that will also go out with the recording and email tomorrow. So I like to just tell people at the beginning, that's our special offer for tonight. So, Chené, you need to unmute yourself.
Hello, everybody.
With that, if you want to say hi to the audience.
Yeah, hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm so honored to be here with all of you. So many faces. What a beautiful turnout. Yeah, so tonight we're just diving into embodiment. And for those of you who don't know what that is, we're definitely going to get into that. So don't worry. We're going to be taking a look at liberating ourselves into a more authentic way of being. We're also, utilizing the archetype of Mary Magdalene. So she's coming in with her gifts of unconditional love, and she's just going to guide us into this beautiful journey. And I'm just so excited to be here with you all. And yeah, as Cindy said, I think she gave a pretty good intro. So there's nothing else I really need to mention about myself. And yeah, do we need to wait anymore or should we get going?
I think let's get going.
Let's get going. Amazing. Yeah. Okay, so I'd love us all to just land in our bodies before we begin. So if everyone could take a really deep breath in together and let it out your mouth with a sigh. So add a sound when you exhale. And just be mindful of if you're controlling your breath. So if you're pursing your lips or blowing air out as if you're blowing out a candle. Just be wary of that and rather breathe out with a relaxed jaw, open your mouth, really allow that breath to be expressed and let go. Okay, so one more time, just in through the nose and out with the sound. Beautiful. And that should have given us all a lovely energy shift. So I'm going to challenge everyone, and if you could just pop a word or two in the chat for the sensations that you're feeling in your body right now, that would be amazing. So if you want to identify an emotion, that's also okay. But I challenge you to just do a quick body scan and figure out what you're feeling. So for example, I'm feeling a lot of warmth in my chest. I'm feeling a lot of energy in my chest. It feels like ants tap dancing on a calm lake. So use as much description as you'd like, really tap in. And as you're scanning through your body, just take note. Can I soften my shoulders a little bit more? Can I relax my mouth? Can I relax my jaw, sorry, the skin of my forehead? And just really exploring the parts where you're holding tension and see if you can ease into that a little bit more. Beautiful. I'm seeing the chat pop up. That's really beautiful. And wherever you are, whatever you're feeling, just be with that, honor that, accept where you're at right now. Great. And we can get into it. So, as I mentioned, we have Mary Magdalene guiding us tonight. She's here to share some wisdom with us. So I'm just going to give you a very brief history of Mary Magdalene, and then we'll go through what her archetype embodies and what wisdom she's actually here to share with us. So Mary Magdalene is known as a devoted follower of Jesus Christ. She witnessed his crucifixion and his resurrection. And there are many misconceptions about her, and it was believed that she may have been a sex worker, and there's a lot of preconceived notions about who she was. And over the years, she came to be known as just the most devoted follower of Jesus, and she became a symbol of feminine wisdom. And most notably, she is an archetype for unconditional and sacred love. So in saying what I've just said, I also encourage you to please remove any religious associations that you may have constructed about her already, any beliefs that you may have. Just let that go for the evening. She's simply here to help us tap into pure unconditional love tonight. And yeah, I offer you the opportunity and the space to step out of ego, out of the thinking mind, and into an open, listening, receptive heart, whatever that may mean to you. So Mary Magdalene has by the way, I'm going to say love a lot tonight, so you're probably going to get a little sick of that word. So Mary Magdalene is the archetype for sacred love, sensuality, feminine wisdom, transformation, and spiritual devotion. And her invitation for us is to experience all of that in its fullest expression on a physical level, emotional level, and spiritual level. She is the embodiment of love without shame, without conditions, and without borders. And just take a moment to actually feel what that would feel like to fully embody love without conditions, without T's and C's. How would your life change? That would be quite incredible. So her gifts that she's offering us are the gifts of healing through love, the gifts of feminine wisdom, of erotic sovereignty, of devotion, and of course, unconditional love. And with every archetype, they both carry light and shadow. So Mary Magdalene carries the shadow of woundedness in the form of sexual shame and repression, as well as martyrdom in love. So this can also, you'll see this a lot in relationships where you're just extremely giving, and there's often resent behind that giving. And that is simply a shadow that needs to be loved a little bit more. She also carries the shadow of the fear of rejection and the fear of being misunderstood. And a really important one of suppressing the divine feminine. So her light side is allowing the divine feminine to rise and to be empowered, and her shadow side is suppressing that side of ourselves. And just to touch on the shadows, so both of these, the light and the shadow, offer us this beautiful opportunity for transformation. And when we become aware of our shadows, we allow light to touch those shadows. And when light touches these shadows, they just become less scary. And then we get to see them for the truth of what they are. And our shadows really are our protectors. Shadows would not be present if in some way they did not protect us or keep us safe, because at some point they did. And with that knowledge, you really get to choose what you want to transcend. But this is not a shadow workshop, so let me get back on track.
Thank goodness for that.
Oh, would
Let's
it be
do the love.
great though?
Let's do the love, Chené. Let's leave. We know about the shadow. Let's do the love.
So yeah, a little bit about embodiment. Embodiment is the expression of truth, whatever that may be in the moment. And it really is about tapping into the emotions that you are experiencing within yourself and allowing that to be expressed in an outward manner so that you may also experience it through yourself in a new way with a new awareness. So in saying that, emotion isn't fact, but it is truth. And I know that might sound like quite a contradiction, but
say that again.
Emotion is not fact, but it is truth.
Okay.
It's your truth.
It's our truth, yeah.
Yeah. So don't get too caught up in the emotion, but also honor the fact that that emotion is your truth in that moment. So embodiment is expression of truth, whatever that may be in the moment for you. And tonight we're going to curate a moment of love and allow you to embody love. And embodiment is a gift of the feminine, so we're not suppressing her tonight at all. And this has nothing to do with gender. We all have masculine and feminine energy. So yeah, drop the gender ideas. And we, as individuals, will each likely lean more into one than the other. And the purpose of really being an integrated being on Earth is being able to swing between the two, depending on what the situation calls for. So it really creates balance to learn when to be more masculine, when to be more feminine. Leaning into one more than the other definitely has its dangers. So if we lean too much into the feminine, we can become quite lazy and chaotic, and we carry the shadow of emotional manipulation. And I'm sure you've noticed passive aggressiveness, that's emotional manipulation. And that's when we lean too much into the feminine. We're leaning into her shadow as well, because when we lean too much into one, we go into the shadow as well. Yeah. And if we lean too strongly into the masculine, we can become overly driven to the point where nothing else exists outside of the key focus. And this will normally show up in careers. It can also show up as being completely cut off from your emotions and leading a life that is just way too fast paced. It's just go, 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 straight, direct line. There's no slowness or time for rest and to receive. It's just go, go, go. And the shadow side of the masculine can also come out as being quite dominant or overly aggressive. And while I'm speaking about these two energies, are not equal at all. In fact, their gifts that they offer are in complete opposition, but they are of equal value and of equal importance. And we cannot have one without the other. And I'm going to contradict myself because the masculine can stand alone. But in saying that, it is quite a difficult choice for a human being to make, to fully be in the masculine without the feminine at all. because as human beings, we crave connection, we crave intimacy, and that is a gift of the feminine. And if we're not able to access her, we cannot have connection, we cannot have intimacy. So to make that commitment to only be in the masculine is quite extreme. And I guess that would come out, with people who are diagnosed as psychopaths. They just need to lean more into their feminine. So yeah, so the masculine dominates the physical and the mental realms, but the feminine is emotional and spiritual. And it's through her that we can access these worlds, these realms. And I just want to really broaden the understanding that the masculine is so necessary for the feminine to feel safe enough to express herself. So the masculine is required to provide the container for the feminine. The mind informs the body, and the masculine is the mind. So the masculine sets the container for the feminine to express her truth. It's a form of safety, and the feminine will always be seeking safety. And I'm sharing this because surrender is impossible without trust, and trust is not possible without the aspect of safety. And surrender is exactly what we need to actually embody. We cannot embody without surrender. Again, I can also list quite a few ways in how we teach ourselves and our bodies that we can't trust ourselves. But let's stick to the topic. So the feminine allows us to embody, which means in body. If you break down the word, in body. And being in the body means being out of the mind. It means surrendering to your raw animal body. And to preface this, please know that the animal body is not one that causes harm. Because if we are truly in our truth, that truth comes from the divine, and the divine cannot do harm unto self or unto others. So while yes, your animal body may want to experience primal things such as rage, if it is coming from divine truth, then that rage will not desire to cause harm. It simply desires to be expressed. And to come from divine truth requires surrender, so we can trust and feel safe enough to express all of these feelings. And we won't be going into rage tonight. Nobody panic. It's all good. But yeah, you can embody anything. You can embody any emotion, any archetype. It's actually a great manifestation tool to have a role model that you really look up to, and you can completely embody their qualities. Yeah, but I mean, once I give you these tools, you'll know how. So, yeah.
Has anyone got any questions?
Yeah, any questions? Sorry, I'm just plowing through this. Any questions around embodiment, about, yeah, Penny, please unmute.
I need to, okay, Penny, do you want to, okay, I need to just do that. Hold on, that's going to be interesting. Hold on a second and I will unmute Penny. I just have to go there. Allow. Penny, you might have to type it. I don't know. Yeah, sorry, I don't think we can do that. I think you have to type a question. Sorry, Penny. Oh, there you are. You're unmuted. There we go.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't find the raise your hand button.
No problem. What's your question, Penny?
Thanks. I just have two questions. So the first one is the Mary Magdalene in terms of the archetypes. Is that the same as the prostitute archetype or not?
It's not the same as the prostitute
the
archetype.
Caroline mice.
No, but she would have aspects of the prostitute archetype. So again, that sexual shame, the sexual could be overexpression even instead of repression. So she would have those qualities within her archetype in the shadow, but she doesn't embody only the prostitute. There's much more. So the prostitute would be its own archetype.
Okay.
Thank you for the question.
Can I ask one more?
Yeah, of course.
Question. Did you say you were not going to, this was not the forum to actually give us tools in terms of how to embrace, to lean more into feminine if one is very masculine?
Well, we're going into embodiment, which is the gift of the feminine. So once you have these tools, you'll be able to tap into your body in just this beautiful way. Because again, the physical is the masculine, which is the body, and yet embodiment is the gift of the feminine. So it's already this perfect balance. It's this beautiful dance between the two. So yes, you're going to get the tools.
Thank you.
Chené, I just want to share, I think the masculine gets quite a negative rap around the feminine and it just, with where the world has been and kind of the era that we're in. But recently for me, I call the masculine now the sacred masculine, which refers to the positive masculine with us, which is the driving force, which is the giver, as opposed to the receiver of the feminine. And just really trying to, at this time, create a positive energy around the witness of the sacred masculine, because the feminine can't surrender unless it has the witness, like you've just said, of the sacred masculine.
100%. We need the masculine. We need the divine masculine to feel safe enough. And the way the world is, it has not been in the divine masculine. That is why it has such a toxic reputation at the moment, such a bad rep, because we've been seeing the shadow side of the masculine. We haven't been seeing the divine light, but I'm seeing it in the people. I'm seeing it in individuals. So yeah, we need that for safety. We really do. We need that container. And that also leads me to just want to share, the feminine cannot create that for herself. As individuals, because we have both energies, we can create a form of containment and safety in ourselves. But when we go into the feminine alone, we need that container. So we need to create it for ourselves. And in relationships, you need a container. You need someone to be the container and someone to be the one to fill it. Yeah. Are there any other questions? Perfect, because that actually leads me straight into the next bit, which it resonates quite nicely. So as I was saying, we can embody anything, but we have been so conditioned by society and our lineage and generational trauma and all these beliefs that have been designed to encourage us to suppress, deny, and disown our truth. It's the 21st century and we still shun emotions. We are so casually taught to censor our emotions and that it has somehow become the norm. It's become the norm to go against our greatest gift of being able to integrate the physical and the spiritual as expressions within ourselves. That feels like such a violation. We quite literally hold the key to heaven on earth within ourselves and we deny it. We deny our own power. Now, if that isn't an issue of self-trust, yeah, I don't know what is. So embodiment is the gift of bringing the intangible into the physical. You are an alchemist. You are a magician. You are a witch. And however that lands in your body, perfect. Be with it. If you feel an expansion, if you feel an opening, beautiful. If you feel closed off or like, no, that's not for me, perfect. Just be with it. You hold innate wisdom within you. Your body is an innate healer, and you have always been able to access these powers, but we've been so cleverly taught to deny it, to ignore it, to not even see it. So tonight we get to unlock that power again with no more shame, with no more masks, no more people pleasing. We just get to be who we need to be. And just to wrap this all up into energetics, when you embody, you need to surrender. You need to surrender to what's happening inside. You need to surrender to your emotions. You need to surrender to the way your body is guiding you. And when you surrender, you automatically tap into a higher power. Your expression of truth is divine. And the divine isn't all cute and fluffy and love and light. And I know that may ruffle some feathers, but the universe knows love and light. It doesn't want to learn more about love and light. It wants to learn about how we can bring light into the dark spaces. It wants to learn from your expression of rage and grief and your sacred sensuality. The beauty that lies in these primal expressions is so deeply nourishing for the universe's growth, because it's all part of the learning experience. It's all divine truth. And through the acceptance of these shamed expressions of self, we pour light into them through acceptance, through love. So through these parts of yourselves that you don't accept, that you shame, that you repress, that you deny, that you disown, when you get to look at those parts and allow them to be within you and allow them to be expressed, you immediately pour light into them and you expand everything for the universe. That is a power that you hold. That is a gift that each and every one of us can do. Isn't that so cool? Like how powerful you are. It's just amazing. Yeah. And so through access, through embodiment, and that surrender to the higher power, we automatically open our chakras, our energy centers, our vibrational frequency increases. And yeah, we just become a magnet for abundance. We become just really good manifestors as well, because everything is energy and truth attracts truth. And the core of the universe is love. That's the truth of the universe. Yeah. Do we have any more questions before we go into the practical session where we actually get to embody love?
Looking forward to it. No more
Yeah.
questions. I don't see any more questions in the chat. I think everyone needs to start preparing themselves for the practical.
Okay. So I'm just going to touch on the gateways and then we can get into it. It's for the masculine mind to have the container. It's 23 minutes and just now allow yourself to express, embody whatever you need to embody. If you don't feel love, that's also okay. Be okay with where you're at. So just as a reminder, the masculine is the mind. It is thinking and thought. If you are overly aware that you're thinking about how you're breathing, sounding, touching, moving, just go deeper. Take another layer off, surrender more, and tap into your body. If your mind is distracting you, find the sensations that are happening in your body. And if you're struggling to find the sensations, look at a body part and say, okay, what do my fingertips feel like right now? What does my chest feel like right now? And the minute you focus on your chest is going to go, I need to breathe. And you know what breathing does? It helps you feel more. So that's our first gateway point, is breath. And again, the surrender, it's scary because you're going to surrender to your body. You're going to surrender to where this music is going to guide you. Don't worry about the music. Even if you've never heard it before, your body knows it. Your body recognizes it. I don't know how to explain it. It's just the innate wisdom that we have in us. So allow yourself to surrender. Allow yourself to be guided, to just be taken. And enjoy the complete freedom that comes with it. So breath, that'll be our first gateway. Breathe deeper. Again, don't control your breathing. Allow your jaw to relax. If you need to just shake your head and actually loosen it up, perfect. Allow that breath to be free-flowing and gentle. No, we're not controlling it. We're completely surrendering. The second gateway is touch. So however you need to touch, Even if it's just your hands, just exploring. Explore places of your body that you haven't explored recently, behind your ears, behind your head. Touch yourself tenderly, explore with different pressures, maybe squeezing. And again, full permission space. Explore wherever you are guided to explore. It's your body. And in that, the third gateway is movement. So if you're concerned about the movement, you don't have to be big and abrupt with it. Moving around with touch is enough. So even just doing this, staying above your chest, just gently moving and occasionally touching, perfect. So touch allows for that intimacy. It also takes you out of your mind. The mind likes to think, but if the body is being touched, your nervous system is calm and your mind can't get in its own way. So allow that touch, really explore and breathe deeper to feel more. If you feel uncomfortable by touching yourself, that's also okay. Breathe deeper, just explore, feel, be guided, surrender. Don't think too hard about it. Don't think at all if you can. And if you do feel like you need to be bigger with the expression of movement, get up, take up space. I encourage you to take up space. The wider your arms are, the more you're going to receive from this practice. So really get into it. Allow yourself to fully express. Surrender to your body. Allow it to guide you. It really does know the way. And lastly, sound. So sound can be a scary one. We have very deeply been taught to be quiet, to be polite, to not express our truth. Especially as women, we're just, sit in the corner, don't do anything, don't be seen, don't be heard. And we've lost our voice. We've all lost our voices over the years because society has asked us to only express in a very specific way. Whereas we need to express our truth because it is divine. So in any capacity that you want to express sound, even if it's just a gentle sigh when you breathe out. Humming takes you out of your mind. So if your thoughts are racing, that humming, your mind cannot actually comprehend what it's doing. So allow yourself to hum, really be with the sound. I'm not asking you to scream and shout. If you want to do that, please do. You're going to feel like the most powerful person after that. So yeah, just allow your sound and remember to stay with it. If you feel like you're being pulled out of the embodiment or you're being distracted, come back to your breath. Your breath will bring you back. And a beautiful sound, just as an example, is ha. So HA. The HA sound is one that activates the prana, our life energy. It activates the heart chakra and it awakens joy. So if you want to push yourself a little bit to the edge and make quite a noise, you can just go ha, ha, ha. I actually encourage you all to just try that. Just the ha sound. Ha, ha, ha. What does it feel like to make that out loud? Is that scary? What does your body do when you make that sound? You're like, oh, I don't like that. Or is it okay? And again, no right or wrong. Be with it. Yes, Cindy, it looks like you want to say something.
I'm practicing.
Are you high? Do you want to howl with me?
I muted myself. Thank you.
Yeah, so allow yourself to sound and touch and move however you want to. Bring yourself back to your breath. And I'm going to challenge you to really allow yourself to surrender to this practice. Give yourself full permission, because if not now, then when? If not now, in this container that is safe with people that are like-minded and open to experiencing this with you, having people to guide you and to share this experience, when else are you going to get this opportunity to feel this safe? So be with yourself now. Give yourself that permission. Allow yourself to heal through this practice. And yeah, Cindy, I think we can. Are there any questions? Anything around the 4 gateways? We've got breath, touch, movement, and sound.
Ha, ha, ha.
Ha, ha, ha. Yes. And feel it from your belly, like ha, ha, ha. Really awaken it. It feels so powerful. You shift your energy immediately. Oh yeah. Okay, Cindy, are we ready for our music?
We're ready for our music.
We're
I?
ready.
Yeah, I'm going to go.
Okay, I'm just going to gently guide you. You can close your eyes. This makes this a really internal journey. Go within and breathe. Be with yourself. Let go of everything else from the day. Release it all. Settle into your heart. Settle into the space within yourself. Maybe place your hands on your chest, your hands on your arms, and just start exploring. Allow the music to guide you. Your body will follow effortlessly. It knows what to do. And just slowly taking off the layers, almost a de-armoring practice. Just shedding all the weight of the world that you've been holding, whatever worries you've had of the day. Just leave it behind. It really doesn't matter right now. This moment right here and right now is for you and only you. This is for you to experience love within yourself. Allow yourself to be in your body, bringing yourself back to your breath. What does it feel like to surrender? Where can you relax a little bit more? Where can you start to bring ease into your body so that it can guide you more profoundly? And if you feel yourself feeling bored or wanting to leave, just allow that sound to bring you back. And as we journey with this music, with your body, with Mary Magdalene, I want you to imagine that you are the universe, experiencing love through yourself for the first time. If you were love and only love, how would you breathe? If you were love and only love, how would you touch? If this was the first time love was able to explore its own hand, what would that look like? Can you be more gentle with yourself? Can you go a little bit slower? Breathe deeper to feel more. And as we move with this energy, hold yourself in the feeling of love. in the feeling of experiencing yourself for the first time. Loving all the parts of you that you've swept under the rug. Loving all the parts of you that you've been taught to deny. Loving all those beautiful parts of you that are gifts to this world. And whatever comes up, it's okay. Be with your emotions. Be with whatever you're feeling. Be with your heart, your beautiful, tender heart. Maybe open your arms and allow yourself to receive. Surrender to receiving this love. Allow it to fill your body and stay with the energy, stay with the music. Can you go deeper? Can you take off another layer? If you want to sing, sing, even if you don't know the words. Dance with yourself, hold yourself. As if this was the first slow dance you've ever had the opportunity to experience. Just slow dance with yourself.
How many times have we circled this fire? A prayer upon our lips. How many times have we gone to the water's edge?
When was the last time you touched your face and you gently caressed yourself? How sweet and beautiful is that touch that you can offer yourself? Keep breathing, keep touching, keep sounding, and move as much as you want to.
So many times I've looked out across the ocean, wondered, what is it all for?
How can you be more tender with your heart?
So many times I've raised my hands to the sky. I've prayed for more.
And what can you let go of?
And that we
And allow love to take its place.
again
Keep moving, keep sounding, keep breathing.
rise again. Earth's people will rise again. Oh, will rise.
Hold yourself in deep compassion and deep reverence for whatever is coming up, whatever you're feeling. It's so perfect. It's so okay. You are so loved.
And there is no time. And yet in the
Keep exploring yourself as if for the first time.
all will be restored in wholeness, my friends. And we will rise again. We will
taking the time to ask yourself how gentle you can be, allowing yourself to feel your fingertips trace your forearm slowly, with so much love, with so much respect. Maybe allowing the music to move you just a little bit more, bringing your whole body into it, feeling the energy in your spine, that love just filling you up from the inside out. How tender this love is for yourself, how full of love you are, you precious, precious soul. How much more can you allow yourself to receive?
And we will rise again. We will rise again. My people will rise again. Oh.
Staying with your breath, staying with the energy of love, staying with this tenderness that you have for yourself. If you could love yourself without conditions, without the T's and C's, how would you love yourself?
So many times we've circled this fire, a prayer upon our lips. So many times we've gone to the water's edge to give thanks for this gift.
Stay with it. Stay with your breath. Stay with your touch. Keep moving, even if it's just in a small way. Allow the power of love to fill you, this beautiful magic. This is all for you. This is just for you.
Behind all illusion there's reality. Reminder of simplicity. Surrender our souls to the mystery. Opening our hearts completely. Behind all illusion there's reality. Reminder of simplicity. Surrender our souls to the mystery. Opening our hearts completely. We're circling around and around and around on this wheel of life. Breathing in and out, life breathing in and out, love.
Allow yourself to open to the love of the universe. Just feeling it emanate from your entire being.
Try to wake us up.
And sending it anywhere in your body that you feel it needs to go.
Inside, but they invite to realize that we're circling around and around and around on this wheel of life. Breathing in and out, life breathing.
How can you embrace your magic, your alchemist, your magician, your witch, to bring through this love in the most divine, magical way? How can you express yourself authentically without shame, without judgment? Give yourself that permission.
If we only seek, we won't find. 'Cause seeking makes human hearts blind. Be open and and trust. 'Cause what may come to you will come right through you, to you, through you, to you, through you, to you, through you, circling around and around and around on this wheel of life.
And being with yourself with whatever's coming up.
Life breathing in and out, love.
Allowing your heart to fill up, your cup to overflow.
Here and now.
Be here right now with your body, your beautiful, beautiful self.
Gratitude streaming from me to you whole life. Praying for awareness, now is the time to unite. Pure and true gratitude streaming from me to you all life. Praying for awareness, now is the time to unite. Connecting to the universe.
And tapping into whatever resonates with the deepest kind of love for you, whether it be the universe, Mother Nature, and just feeling it flood your body, all of that love from the greatest source of love that you can possibly imagine. Allow that light to enter you, to fill you, to flood you, to expand you. How can you receive it? How can you breathe it in more? How can you take it in, move with it? Staying with it, we're almost there. Staying with yourself, being true to yourself, honoring where you're at. And taking a moment to be grateful for showing up for yourself, for being willing to be brave, to put yourself out there, for being brave enough to be true in a world that teaches us to be false.
I went for a walk under the moon, and I asked her for a song to guide me on through the darkness.
And whatever love you've cultivated through this practice, whatever you've filled your cup with, if there's overflow, send it to where it needs to go, whether it be to loved ones, to the earth, to yourself. Share that love. If you were a full cup of love, how would you move? How would you breathe? Pay attention to the sensations in your body. Soften your belly. Really soften your belly.
Be bold and bright, reflecting the light.
with this beautiful energy as you've peeled back these layers to see your truth, to see the truth of your love, your divinity at the core of who you are. You are light, you are love. You're holding this energy just for a second more, just offering yourself love, gratitude, thanks. Thank you for being courageous, for being so brave. Thank you for honoring yourself. I encourage you to wrap your arms around yourself and just give yourself a sweet, tender hug. Like the warmest hug from your mom. How does that feel to be embraced? How does it feel to know that your heart feels safe and protected with you right now? I honor the light in each of you. I see the light and the love in each of you, the gifts that you have. And I hope you'll be brave enough to share it with the world. Because the world needs you. The world needs your heart, your beautiful, beautiful heart. So remember to show up for yourself so that your heart wants to share itself. And as we close our practice, just a thank you to all of you. A thank you to Source for holding the space. A thank you for Mary Magdalene for guiding us. Just take a really deep cleansing breath in and let it out with a big sound. Taking a moment to just settle in with the sensations in your body. Does it feel like you're vibrating, tingling, any warmth, temperature changes? Yawning is also great, a beautiful sign of release. Beautiful. Would anyone like to be incredibly brave and share their experience? I can see you smiling. Yeah, come on, Vito.
Right, let me get to my unmuting. Where's Vito gone? What did you do to Vito?
I'm so sorry. He's back.
Vito, you can unmute.
Okay. Oh my God, what was that?
That
We
was
should say
you.
that we need tissues.
Oh, I should have said that.
Wow, this is first time ever I experienced something like this, and I did not expect that at all, and it just literally got me. And at one point, when I relaxed like this, I actually saw a Jesus like with his and kind of felt how he felt in that agony, in that pain, and that even I want to cry now. Whew, whew, that was
Powerful,
very
very
powerful.
powerful.
Ooh, thank
Wow.
you for you,
Wow, thank you so much for
Chené.
sharing.
Wow. I
Thank
saw
you,
your
Vita.
energy, like you kept smiling. I saw that you are wearing your energy, and I knew there is something happening there. Something is coming big. I knew it cannot be like just simple as that speaking. And wow, what a part that was. And I was like, and I was touching like my hand like very gently and feeling that love and that breathing like relaxing and touching myself like it was wow feelings like ooh
Wow, that's so beautiful. Thank you
not
so
in
much for
100
sharing.
years I will expect that to happen.
Oh,
Oh, I'm so
wonderful.
honored. I'm so honored. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes, that is wow. I mean, I'm impressed. Wow.
Can I
Thank you,
tell you a
Vita.
secret?
Thank you.
So a little
Thank you so
secret.
much.
That
Thank
was
you.
all
And a lot
you.
of tears. There was a lot of tears, and my throat was choking, and I was breathing, and the tears just coming, and just, wow,
Wow.
wow.
Oh, thank you so
Seriously,
much
very
for
deep
wow.
stuff. And I was today was at my work was really very, very stressful day, and it just happened so that this workshop come and just so relaxed, so pure, and just wow, and that love, and I try to share the love in my house, in the world, and wow, thank you so much.
You're so
Beautiful.
welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Vita.
so
Anyone else
much.
like to share? That's so beautiful, Vita. Thank you so much for being so vulnerable. Kif, let's.
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, hi. Uh,
Hi.
yeah, it was really amazing, actually. Yeah, amazing. And there was a lot of yawning, a lot of release, and I kept going to my heart, like really opening, and then went for a few rounds of it, almost taking stuff like unzipping and taking things off, and I just kept
Wow.
a lot of that. What was really interesting was I started connecting. Like I went up like this, and I kind of draw the moon sign like that, and then just when I did that, right afterwards, that moon song came on, which I know that song.
Oh, that's amazing.
Amazing! I was like, oh my God, yeah, I felt so connected, and I was drawing this energy coming into me, and then saw Magdalena as well, Mother Mary, I saw her as well. And I literally was laughing, and I haven't heard myself laugh that deep. Like it was really authentic, and it was amazing. I loved it, and like Beto, yeah, definitely. I hear you. It's powerful stuff. So thank you so much for allowing me to connect again to myself. I haven't had that connection for a long time in that depth. So it was amazing, and you're amazing. Your voice just carried that beautifully. So thank you for that guidance. Really amazing. And the selection of music was amazing. I'd like to know what songs they were. I know the last two, but the other ones were really good as well. So I'll have to catch that. But thank you.
Cliff, we'll ask Chené to write give those to us, so when we send out the recording tomorrow, we can have we can have it in there. And I'll even ask him if he can. Are you happy to share the playlist, Chené?
Yeah, I'll share the Spotify link and then you can
Yeah,
have
we'll
it.
share the Spotify link. That's an excellent idea. So that will come out in the newsletter tomorrow, because it was beautiful. I'm curious if anyone felt uncomfortable.
I'm very curious about that. Oh, Cindy, it's you.
Oh, it's me. Yeah, there was a time of kind of, well, what about everyone else? Like, and really having to really bring myself back into loving myself and just really, I had to be, my head wanted to go share, and I was like, no, I had to bring it back to myself. And that was uncomfortable.
Yeah, if I can touch on that. So I'm not going to go too deep into it because it is a lot around shadow work, but it's a reactivity pattern. So it's a way of how we've learned to deal with uncomfortable situations. We'll either feel bored or lean out of like, oh, this just isn't for me. We'll make excuses, and they're all reactivity patterns that are coming from wounding. And it's just places that need more love, more acceptance, more awareness.
Thank you. Anybody else like to share? There's some lovely comments in the chat. No?
I just want to say one more thing. So to those two incredibly beautiful shares, and Cindy, again, for your vulnerability, thank you for sharing that as well. Everything that you experienced tonight, that was all you. All of that power, that is all you. It's all inside. It was there all along. No one put anything there. You didn't create anything. You didn't make this love appear from outside and put it inside. It's just taking off those layers and remembering who you are.
Chené, a very big thank you. But I'm going to just remind everyone, October is a very fun month with a lot of interesting things happening. Mondays, as of the 14th of October at 12 p.m. British Standard Time and 1 o'clock South African Standard Time, we're going to be doing a meditation. We're going to, so you can link in live or you can listen to the recordings, but on Mondays we're going to do, I'm going to be leading meditations just to bring people back into themselves and to center, and also to connect and send love to the world, to humanity. So that's something that's going to be happening. Mark is going to be doing a masterclass next Thursday on Beyond Protection. And then Ekaterina is doing something, a talk on the 21st around the science and the vibration of energy. She's actually a scientist. So that's lots of fun. And don't forget, if you are in Cape Town and you are would like to do a live embodiment with Chené, she'll be at in Notok with Dennis. That information will come out. But I just want to thank each and every one of you for showing up today, for listening, being with the meditation. It was absolutely beautiful. I enjoyed it and hope everyone enjoyed it as much as me. You will have the recording so you can listen to it again, and you can do it again and again. And just, you know, from my point of view is if we're loving ourselves, we're loving the world, we're raising the vibration. So that was just really beautiful. So I can feel no one wants to go, Chené, but we have to say goodnight and goodbye. They just want to be in your energy.
Well, come and join me in Notok. We are going to shake it up for real then. That'll be a great experience.
Yeah, so just thank you so much. What a beautiful experience. And everyone, thank you. And I'm going to say goodnight. So good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you
And
so much, everyone.
just share the love, and thank you so much. Good night. Bye-bye.